Something that seems kind of a far reach too, but we're going to talk about it anyway. It's no surprise here. By no surprise, I mean the rumor itself that Lionel Messi could possibly return to Barcelona. Then journalist Alex Candal has claimed that Messi said he cannot retire before playing in the Camp Nou again. Messi is in the final year of his contract with Inter Miami, with the option, of course, to extend a year. We know how that was such a tough moment for him when he left the club. What does La Liga president Javier Tebas has to say about it? Says, I think Messi wants to go back to Barcelona. He spent lots of years there. I am quite sure Messi will come back, maybe as a player, but I can see him returning in another capacity as well. Messi and Barcelona go hand in hand. His brand and Barcelona's brand are in many ways one and the same. He is in love with the club, which I have no doubt. And the way that Javier Tebas words it is important, not saying that he's going to come back and he's going to play for Barcelona. But in any capacity, we can see an eventual return of Lionel Messi with Barcelona.
It depends.
Yeah. Not as a player.
If, as a player, there is a possibility, but there is only one way. John Laporta cannot be the president of Football Club Barcelona. Messi will not give him that, because going back to Barcelona while Laporta is the president, it would mean a huge political victory for John Laporta. A guy who betrayed Leo Messi, a guy who lied to Leo Messi. Messi flew to Barcelona thinking that he was just going to sign the contract, and suddenly everything fell apart. John Laporta used Leo Messi as a prop during his presidential campaign. Remember the picture with the mannequin?
Yeah.
I mean, Messi's not going to go back to that. Messi can go back to Barcelona, but he can say, hey, I'll go back if John Laporta is not the president anymore.
I can see Lionel Messi. I can see Lionel Messi going back to Barcelona in longer term in any capacity for his choosing. I can't see it as a player. Or I can see him going back to play in a friendly, talking about the
farewell match. Yeah,
his farewell match. Yeah. Camp now being redeveloped, everything that's going to come along with that, and to give the fans a proper send-off, because how things kind of ended left a really bad taste in Lionel Messi's mouth, in the fans, or with the fans. Everything about that, and that falls firmly on Laporta's lap, but everything about it just betrayed Lionel Messi's legacy. Now, because of who he is and how talented a player he is, he's moved on, first to France, and now has found his home here on US soil, and he's got on with business, and it's business as usual. But there's still that part of him that will be forever tied to Barcelona. And I see, again, a proper send-off, a proper goodbye, and then he chooses how Barcelona remains in his life and him in the clubs. That'll be up to them in the longer term.
The reporter in question, Alex Candal, I believe the same reporter who broke the news that Messi is going to Inter Miami.
Correct.
It's the same guy right there. And per his words, speaking to Messi, Messi's like, I can't leave the game of football until I experience it in that stadium, until I play in that stadium. That could mean a farewell game, as you very well said. And while I am with Jose, and you're 100% right, as long as Joan Laporta is the president of that club, Messi will not give him the satisfaction he will not give him that win of going back, not on his term. Joan Laporta's term ends in 2026, and he's up for re-election. If Messi ever wanted to stage a coup, and I'll come back.
And he should, by the way.
I'll come back.
Well, Gerard Piqué is now talking about that. So many people have asked him if he wants to become president, and that's something that's in the back of his mind.
So if you're using that as a political ploy, an ace up your sleeve, if you're the new president, and the romantic in me says, Messi hates Joan Laporta, his family hates Joan Laporta, his brother has spoken so ill of the club and Joan Laporta, and you can go back there and get rid of that president, and the romantic in me says, and Messi gets the send-off he deserves in the club that made him who he is, that just sounds like good business all around for me.
What if the opposition of John Laporta in the next presidential campaign says, hey, if you guys elect me, Leo Messi is coming back. Remember how Florentino Perez did it back in 2002?
Yeah.
He said, hey, if you guys elect me, I'm going to sign Luis Figo. And that's exactly what he did. And like Herc said, hey, if you have to choose between John Laporta and Leo Messi, come on. I mean, guys, let's make it clear. Before Leo Messi played for Barcelona, they only had one Champions League. Thanks to Leo Messi, now they have 5. In 12 years, they won 8 domestic titles. 8 La Ligas thanks to Leo Messi. Come on, during the Messi era, Barcelona was better than Real Madrid. Before, they were always in the shadows of Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And I don't say it with the jersey, Cristina, okay? Don't look at me that way.
No jerseys here.
But yeah, I mean, Messi is Barcelona.
Here's what I'm thinking about. Let me know what you think. Chicharito, when he went to Man United and had that farewell game where he played the first half, I don't know if it was the first half with Chivas or the second half with Chivas and then with Manchester United, right? I think it was the second half with Man United. Could be a business opportunity here for Inter Miami, maybe to kind of do the same thing.
You know what I'm thinking? If Inter Miami's smart, they say, let's both win here. We desperately want you here for 2026 and beyond. We want the new stadium with Leo Messi. We want the World Cup to be here. Leo Messi with Argentina and you be an Inter Miami player. Let's sign this extension. I will allow you a loan, like we did, like Major League Soccer has done to our international players of the past. And who's the president of that team? One of the owners of that team, I should say, David Beckham. He did the same thing with the LA Galaxy when he went to Milan, when he went to PSG. Yeah. I think it's good business where everybody gets what they want and Messi gets that proper send-off he is looking for, which is what you're saying right there. I think it's doable. In a world where there is no John Laporta as president, I think it is so doable. In a world where he is healthy, I think that's the romantic send-off. And by the way, he still has a house in Barcelona. I think he's aching to go back.
Yeah. It would be interesting. There's a lot of business opportunities, like you said, if Inter Miami is smart, which they have kind of proven that they are
very ambitious.
Making this move. Of course, that is something that will be up in the air too, as will Lionel Messi's return to Barcelona. All right, that and more on ESPN FC, also available daily on ESPN+.